him as he swings around. Dayan with just a zone at the moment. He's got a minute on the clock as the timer ticks down for him. Great performance from him yesterday in the semi-finals. Big swing, kicking left, out right, run and a jump. Not quite managing to make it stick though there. So Dayan has 47 seconds. We will try to get a clock on screen, but I'll keep you updated until that happens. Chalks up his hands, takes some time here. 34 seconds on the clock. Just brushes those beginning holds. Brush backwards. 25 seconds coming up. Big a swing, and this time he makes it stick, but comes down. Throws himself back on for one final time. 10 seconds to go. Drops it again. Dayan, 6 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. So Dayan leaves the stage. So ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, hello and welcome to the Climbing World Championships in Voronezh, Russia. My name is Matt Groom and we are here for the Junior Male Boulder Finals. If you were just watching our semi-final stream, then apologies about the switch over. Things overran a little bit here, but now we're back into the bouldering finals. Second athlete out is Elliot Barnaby of France. Trying to piece together this coordination dyno move. A run, a jump, a snatch. And already one zone in the bag for Dayan, coming out from Great Britain just before. Three minutes, 26 seconds to go, ticking down. Elliot Barnaby of France. Barnaby of France. He won gold in the last bouldering competition he did in Austria. World Championship time though, things step up, the pressure gets bigger as we know. Rolling down to the ground. 2 minutes 45 on the clock. Just trying to work out, piece together this boulder at this stage. Big coordination to the left, and then you have to come back all the way to the right in order to get the final hold. The zone somewhere in the middle, on a black volume just out of sight. Run, a jump and a swing and a dismount for him. Deep breaths from Elliot. Chalks up, it just takes a couple of seconds. Time clock ticking down though. Never seen a bouldering final. Well, this is where the cream of the crop come. And there, we've now got a picture of a screen of the semi-finals. So I'll be talking about the bouldering, but you can have a look at the semi-finals as it goes on as well, so you don't miss any of the action. Multitasking here. Elliot throws the brush backwards, has a look at the wall. One minute 10 ticking down. Such a tricky move, this problem with these big jumps, that it doesn't really take a lot out of you, but mentally it does, and now he makes it stick. The zone beckoning above his head. He's got 57 seconds, gets in a toe hook. up towards the sloper and then presses the toe in, gets it now and slaps up with 50 seconds to go, but that zone will be helpful. So if you are just joining us, we've got the semi-final action on the bottom right of your screen that we had to leave, overran a little bit, and then the junior male boulder final on your main screen, and that's what I'll be chatting about today. So one more time with 20 seconds to go, he launches himself left, makes it stick again. He leaves the stage, a zone for him. So next athlete out on stage will be Paul Jenft. Paul Jenft out onto stage now, big smile on his face, one of the stars of this competition, very well known for competing in the senior comps, of course. Multiple gold medals in youth competitions and, of course, the senior comps. 19th in Innsbruck for lead. Mainly lead is where he's done well recently in terms of senior comps, but he's won youth competitions before in bouldering. Let's see what he can do now. Shakes out, just sorts his feet. And this move really does require a lot of precision. Let's see, out left, jumps and catches with the left this time. Now he should be nearing this zone hold. High heel hooks. And a toe in, out towards the sloper and matches, so that will be the zone for him. You can hear the crowd supporting behind. Paul Jenft nearing a top. Will he be the first? He will if he can stick that swing, but he can't. Paul Jenft, for seconds there, it looked like he might hold it, but then the barn door, the swing, took him off towards the right. Paul cleans the holds. He's got 2 minutes 18, but how do you pick yourself up from that, going so close? Paul with 2 minutes on the clock. I reckon he'll save himself a one last final blast here, or a couple, because he's worked out the beater by now. He knows what he's doing with it. So, here we go again. Seconds ago, Paul came within millimetres of sticking this first boulder. Will he be able to nail it this time? Smooth climbing so far, easily up to the zone. Big hand up to the right. Bumps that left onto the volume this time. Now with the undercling, and this time far more in control from Paul Jenft, almost using his head to stop his swing there. And with a minute 13 to go, he will get the top. Sorry about that, switching between everything. It's all go. Lead, boulder, who knows? We're covering it all. Brushing competitions, it's all down. So we'll get another 4 minutes. The athletes have 4 minutes in order to complete each boulder. Must be done by then. If you top out a second too late, it won't count. Coming out is Hamish McArthur from Great Britain. He's been right on the verge, is Hamish McArthur, of doing some special things, and certainly one to look out for in the future. competed in multiple events, but had a fairly quiet season in terms of positions. Did come 19th in Briançon for the lead World Cup in 2021, so we know he's got some strength. We've seen one top on this boulder. We know it's possible. We know the beater now. Stepping out and flying to the left. Hamish McArthur just takes a second to reassess this boulder. Leans back and a big pop out right to the left. Sticks it this time and now into the slopey section. Matches and a big move up. Hamish McArthur has got the zone though, putting him in third position at the moment. So Hamish, 2 minutes 15 on the clock, plenty of time. Once you unlock this, this will go quickly. Walking around trying to get a different angle. Seeing if he's missed anything on these boulders. Any clue, any hint. Psyching himself up, now pulls on, start hold. Runs across, and this time he easily sticks that move. Goes up to the left on the match, up to the flatty. Drilling that right foot in, and this time he makes it stick. Matching the holds. He's now got this final Paul Jenft swing. Can he do it? Will he make this work? Will he use his head? Let's see. He's going to look to undercling it first of all. Up he comes underneath it. Now he needs to get a foot on in order to balance himself. And a match, and Team GB goes crazy in the stadium. With 1:10 to go, Hamish will get the top. Great performance from him. So, Hamish McArthur with the top, Paul with the top. Right, Kawamata will be out next for Team Japan. And his teammate actually in action. In the screen, within the screen, as you can see. Now, Noha Kume just finishing her run there. As you can see, the last athlete out for the women on the junior semi-finals. So, all athletes having now competed their runs, and we can 100% focus soon on this bouldering final. So here is Ray. Oh, just slightly getting swung off there. Mid-jump. Ray has a little look, figuring out the beater. The athletes would have been pleased to see this kind of a move straight away. It's not like you have to sort of work this one out. It's straightforward in terms of what you have to do. It's just the micro beater, the adjustments that you need to make that are difficult. Looks like we could get an early top here as he makes his way around. As down below, our camera switches to a wide of the action. Ray with a zone at the moment. Two minutes 34 on the clock. There we go. All of our attention now back on the bouldering action. Let's see if Ray can make this work this time. Oh, he doesn't. Comes down. So Ray, again on the swing. 1 minute 57 on the clock. Straight off, straight on again for Ray. Hasn't competed since 2019, but golds in 2019, and you can see why as he comes up with the right, now crosses through. Big bump out onto the side pull. Matches the crimp, and now is he going to do a Hamish McArthur style foot? No, he's not. Somehow he's locking this off. What's he going to do with that left foot, though? He needs to bring it up in order to steady himself. He loses it. He's going to peel off, and does. I think he needs to find a way of getting that left foot in order to balance his weight. We're just going to have a little look at the provisional semi-final score. That's our top 8 for the women's that we were watching before we had to cut to this. This is the finish, sorry, not provisional. This is the final semi-final score. So that is our top 8 athletes. They'll be competing soon in the finals. And what a semi-finals that was. Great to see. Ray has 57 seconds to get this done. Starting to hurry now. I think he's worked it out. He knows what he has to do in order to balance it. Out he goes with the right. Now looks, he was thinking about a high left, wasn't he? That doesn't this time with the undercling with the right hand. Slowly tiptoes his foot up in order to press onto that volume. Does, and he will get the match. Well worked out from Ray. Ray Kawamata with a top in the last 30 seconds. Let's watch a replay of that. You can see finally just got that toe way up onto the little edge of that black volume. So the brush has cleared a stage. Out. Yurikusa comes out from Japan, looks up at what he's got to do. 4 minutes on the clock. Out. 3.5 minutes gone at the moment. Again, another member of Team Japan, highly decorated. Already in his young career, Asian Youth Champs, he's got silver, 2019. 25th though in his last competition in Innsbruck. That was for the seniors, remember though, so already competing at that level. Double toe hooks in order to stop the swing. Left foot up, bumps the hands, pressing. I've just been informed that the results for the junior females are actually under appeal, so the list we showed you might not stand for the top 8. We shall see. We'll give you information when we find out. And we'll let you know on screen if the results come through. I told you it was action if you've been watching all day long. We've got multiple streams, and it is exciting here. All the athletes giving it everything. Out, comes out, catches the swing this time. He's got 2 minutes and 15 seconds in order to make this work. Now comes down, looks up, 1 minute 53 on the clock. We have seen a few tops at the moment. There's a route setter standing to my right, looking nervously on as his creation is tested by some of the world's best youths. anxious looking man right now. So out again with the match. And a big swing out to the left with the double toes. One minute on the clock, time ticking down for him, looking slightly worried now as he paces forward. Coming down though now. So, out, pulls on, looks left. He's got 30 seconds. It's not going to be enough time, you know. He needs to work out this sequence. I think starting to get tired, although these moves can take that much out of you when you've done it this many times. Well, that's when it starts to exhaust you. This time making it stick with the toes, swapping toes. Finally coming down, shake of the head, he's done. So Boulder 1 is completed. We'll have a look at the scores in a sec. See where we're at the end of this. Hamish McArthur in first place with a quick top, followed by Paul Jenft. Ray Kawamata in third at the moment. That's our top three. 3 tops, 3 zones. And it's all going to come down to attempts at the moment, isn't it? Hamish and Paul neck and neck. That'll be count back in order to sort that out. Dayan Akhtar on screen with us now. Let's look at men's 2. These guys are 14 and 16. Sorry, that's complete rubbish. 18 and 20. It's been a long day. Dayan reaches up. This physical boulder on the overhang. He's making short work of this first section. Look how small the crimp is with his right hand as he matches feet. Only enough for 2 fingers on that hold. Slaps into the dual textured ball. Dayan takes a second just to chalk up these holds. Such impressive finger strength from that man. Got the zone on his first attempt. The stream disappeared off YouTube. That stream seems to have just disappeared. So Dayan now chalks up his hands. He got so close with that tiny, tiny little crimp on that iron cross move. Crosses out. That's the crimp he's going for, and it's blocked. Outright holds the iron cross, brings the left back through. One minute 42. He came so close in that first attempt. How much has he burnt off doing that? Hand and hips. He has a look, looks down. Crowd really behind him here. Packed stadium full of the athletes and supporters. That psyched him up there as the MC applauds appeals to the crowd to get behind him, and he is a bit of liquid chalk on the fingers. And he's going to need it, considering how small that hold is. Dayan into the crimps again. Oh, how does he do that catch? And now he needs to cross right the way underneath, which he does, this time sticking the dual textured ball, matching it into the zone. Nearing the top now, out into the corner. Somehow he manages to keep himself on the wall. Heels on. Hangs loose for a sec before coming down with 18 seconds. That will be it for him, I think. He can't quite believe it. So close. He just missed the foot, we think. Couldn't quite see it in that position he was in. Let's have a look again. Yeah, there was a foot out to the left. You can see him trying to find it. Just round the corner from him. There it is. He might have been able to get his foot on that, but hard to tell from that angle. Hello, if you're joining us, we're watching the junior male Boulder final. These athletes competed yesterday in the semi-finals, had a day off today, and then they're back for gold, hopefully. Elliot Barnaby comes onto the stage. How do I say it? A bit Barnaby? Let's see what he can do with this oh so fingery problem. Well, he makes the savagery work. Comes underneath into the dual texture face, grimacing, and just pops off. Good start from him, though. Takes a moment to brush the hold, get himself ready. Currently sitting in fifth. Takes a moment to sit down. He'll chalk up as well. To hearing a bit of noise in the background, it's because they're stripping the lead roots. Not sure what you can quite pick up back at home. That's what that sound is if you're wondering what the howling is. Elliot blows in his hands, looks up, contemplating life. Very chill, isn't he? That's our leaderboard at the moment. Hamish McArthur still on top. Has another look. Clock is ticking down though. But this is one of those boulders, you've only got a few attempts at it. Your fingers aren't going to stand up to that kind of abuse for long. Still he waits, pausing, the stadium watching him, all eyes upon him. Will it have changed on that? It's up to you. I think we wouldn't do it normally, would we? If that had finished and there was an appeal, we would just leave it. I think leave it. Actually, we said we would, so let's do it. We said we would, so let's do it. Right, now he's up into this powerful section. Fingers out, iron cross, tiptoeing his feet around. Elliot drops in and under, this time making it stick. Huge physicality from that man as he gets the zone. Comes into the micro crimp on the right as well. Up he goes to that final hold. Oh, so close with 10 seconds to go. Not quite, but it is a zone. That might be enough at the moment. So we have got the official results from the... actually, we'll watch a replay first of all. Up he comes. That was the moment. So close. One hand away. So we've got the official results. It was under appeal earlier on. But this is the junior female lead semi-finalist. That's our top 8. Apologies we couldn't finish that stream from before, but that is now updated and ready. Our top 8 will move through into the finals. Good performances from all the women competing this afternoon. So, Paul Jenft comes out on the stage. How will he handle the thuggery? Let's see. On the opposite end of the spectrum from Paul, he has a bit of a multi-pitch master, is this man. He's done the classic. Hang on, let's just watch him finish this off here. So Paul comes into the ball. Looking for a big jump up, doesn't quite make it. Yeah, he's done the classic 8B plus 7 pitch carnet d'adresse in the French Alps. So as well as being a bit of a master on the small climb, he can do some pretty big routes as well. And this is second final this year. Eighth in Chamonix, 6th in Briançon in the lead, so a bit of a lead specialist. But here he is competing, bouldering. On the big stage here in the Youth World Championships. So, Paul Jenft from France, one of 2 Frenchmen in this final. He looks up at the wall with 2 minutes 16 on the clock. Paul Jenft, can he work out this difficult boulder? Paul, 1 minute 50. Time is ticking down. He's again resting as much as possible. He's already got 1 top and the zone on this. One minute 36 from Paul. I get nervous when they rest for this long. Paul looks at the clock, 1 minute 20. He really is saving this for one final blast at this boulder, isn't he? So Paul, he's waited a long time for this. Let's see if the rest worked. Out with the right, tiptoeing the feet. Now toe hooks up high, brings his hands under, matches the big volume, matches again on the dual texture, half a hand on that dual texture, up to the tiny crimp on the right. Paul Jenft, heel hooking, locking it in now, eyes up the final hold. It's so close, but that sloper, so small. And Paul Jenft will call it a day. It was a final blast from him, and a lot of these athletes having competed last time in Arco, Hamish McArthur, Paul Jenft, out Yurikusa, all three of them competing in Arco before, and Ray Kawamata, so used to fighting it out, these four. Who will come away with victory this time? Last time it was out, with Hamish McArthur second, and Paul Jenft down in fourth, so it's a grudge match, this finals. Judges just cleaning up the holds. Here is Hamish McArthur coming out. Four boulders, remember, in this final. And we're halfway through the second one. 3 minutes 44 on the clock. Hamish immediately getting into this beater, matching the big ball. But this is the crux. The whole crux really comes down to this final move. And he goes all the way up to a jump and a slap. How is he holding that? Outrageous move. Hamish McArthur celebrates in style. Root setter on my right is bemused, amazed by that beater. Wow, he's saying. Hamish McArthur just broke that boulder with that move. I'm not sure that any normal human being has the shoulders for that. Look at that move. Huge arm span. And he bumps with it. Heels in. Brings the match through. Poetry in motion. And that's what it means to him. Look at the scream on his face. I hope the photographer caught that moment. Bumps the left hand. That is why bouldering comps are special, I tell you. So here's Ray Kawamata. Ray, you've got a lot to live up to now. That was incredible. Let's see what he can do. He has got a top already, of course. Three minutes 40 on the clock. Rocks up. Heel hooks, matches. Into the crimp. Is he going to do the Hamish McArthur jump? Surely not. He might be thinking about it, you know. Let's see. Foot swap, high heel. Surely he's going to use more sensible beater. Just pops off with the left heel. Three minutes on the clock as it ticks. On top, on zone for him. That's our current leaderboard. Ray Kawamata nearly unlocked it there, just losing the heel. Crosses through, reaches out into the pinches and the crimps. The match. Again, just pops up, trying to rock up on that heel. I mean, we saw how small the crimp is because he tried to hold on to it just now, and imagine putting a heel on that and trying to rock into it. So Ray will have to reassess this a little bit. Is he going to stick with that heel? Back on again. Those blue lines indicate where all limbs have to be before you start the boulder. Pretty straightforward this one, but it can get a bit complicated sometimes. Weird positions the route setters force them to get into at the start. High toe hook in order to get established. Matches. That's how small the hold is, really, really tiny. And on an overhang. Now the heel sticks, though, double heels in. Pops up with the left, and for a second it looked like he had it, but no. 52 seconds, that time the heels worked enough to get doubles in. So Ray, with 28 seconds, this is likely to be his last attempt, a last roll of the dice on Boulder 2. He's got the zone, comes down and calls it a day. So route setters come in, cleaning it all up. One more athlete to come. Let's watch a replay of that. That heel finally stuck on that last attempt. Ow. Yurikusa looks at the wall. What can he do? One zone. Remember, he won last time. These four athletes who competed together in Arco competed. Out he comes, bumps again. High heel, up he goes. Strong work from him. Comes down to the ground there. Turns around. Got slightly closer than Ray did on that move. So out, Yurikusa now brushes. Two minutes 30 on the clock. He's competed recently in Innsbruck, came 10th for the lead competition. So another all-rounder, and there's so many of them in this youth series. Up he comes now on that dual texture hold. Comes out again, gets these double heels in. There he is. Up he comes, big left slap. Look at that, so close. That heel turned into a toe and then up with the right that time. It's such a slopey hold. I'm still kind of amazed at Hamish's jump. The fact he managed to stick that is outrageous. So here we go, 28 seconds to go. Up he comes, latches onto the hold. Again, bumps up. 10 seconds to go. Heels in, needs a big move. 7-6, time counting down. 5, and then he drops it finally. Fantastic.
Thank you, guys.
So, Dayan comes back on men's 3, this slab. Two zones so far, no tops at the moment, and this is a big old uphill run. Let's see what he can do, second time up on it. A bit slow maybe, perhaps needs to add a little bit of pace into that run. Dayan, on again. Run and a catch and a miss. It's tricky this, you need to either throw your body weight way to the left in order to get that zone, and you can't just touch that zone. It has to be controlled in a stable position in order for it to count. In fact, there's a few definitions of how you get the points for the zone, but that's certainly one of them. Dan takes a moment. Dan, 2 minutes left on this. So, 1 minute 44 to go. Let's see what he can do. He needs a run. A pop, almost comes in. You can see what the idea is. Right hand, left hand out left to stop it. Finally, that's it. Now makes it works. Zone hold. Right foot up. Big bump out left. Can he finish it now? He's got 56 seconds. Gets the heel. Looks to pop up. He's in a very low position at the moment, pressing his way up. Almost chimney-like. Sticks the right hand and the left. And that is a top for him. First athlete out and first athlete to send. Great moment from him. Intelligent climbing, piecing together that route, move at a time. Those runs are all about timing, all about teaching your body the movements to do. So, Elliot Barnaby will join us for this a little jog across the volumes. Starts off as expected, just piecing it together, working it out. Pushing off and leaps off that second blue volume there. Steeper than it looks, this, on screen. It seems quite slabby when you look at it, but it's actually almost vertical, that end wall, so that rising run is far, far harder than it looks. He won the Continental Youth Cup in Graz 2021. Someone to watch right now. Two zones. And now makes it stick. He'd love to add another medal to his collection. He's got 2 in the last 2 comps. Will he make it 3 out of 3? It's going to be hard. He's 5th currently, but this will help. Gets the heel in, and now he needs to creep his way out. Almost loses the left, drops it anyway. He's going to have to pop up with the right hand on this. Does, but can't quite make it. So that's our current leaderboard, and that's where he's at. 3 zones. Let's see how close he came here. Reaches up. Oh, I had fingers on it for a second. Not enough, though, to make it stick. So, Elliot looks up at the wall, arms swinging. How's he going to unlock this? He's got a minute left. Of course, it only takes seconds to run across those volumes, but would he have the opportunity for 2 goes if it goes wrong? Let's see. Springs onto the wall. Starts the push. Not quite, 50 seconds. Makes it stick this time, and now he'll need to get a little bit more than a few fingertips on this in order to make it work. Out with the left, walks his hands up, big heel in, teetering his way up. Ah, and still can only get it in. I think he might be done, but he's gonna flop down. Get him a stretcher, get him out of there. Tough work for Elliot. So, we've seen a top. We've seen a close top. Here is Paul Jenft. Currently in 3rd position. Go Team France. Lots of support for them in the stadium. Looks for the spring. Eyes it up. Changes feet. Rocks. Not quite on that first go. We weren't expecting it though. A big ask to get something like this done on the first run and jump. Eyes it up. Oh, early foot slip for Paul. That will count though as an attempt. Paul, 3 minutes to go. Boulder number 3, part of the junior final here. Ah, what a move that was. I don't know how he found friction on that first right hold, but he did somehow. And now he's going to walk his way. High heels, pressing. Oh, easy reach. Paul will get a top to his name. It's 2 now. And that's going to put him right up at the top of the leaderboard. Easy reach up for him. So Hamish McArthur, hopefully he's recovered some power after that last move. Let's see if he's got power in his legs as well as his arms. Little pop-up to start. Let's feel this out, shall we? See how it goes. This first run is always just really a feeler. And not for Hamish, though. Why bother? Just go for the flash. What's happened to Hamish McArthur? Matches onto the zone. High feet. Slap out left. Can he get this done on the first go? If he can. Well, I'm going to save my comments. Let's see what happens. He's going to have to pop for it. And again, Hamish McArthur. With some little shrug to the audience. What was the problem he's saying? Well, Hamish McArthur, that's impressive, again. I just got so excited I hit myself in the head then. I genuinely did. I just punched myself in the head in glory. So cool to see these athletes. At the top of their game. Ray Kawamata comes out. What can he do? Has a little look. It blows the holds, gets ready. Eyes this up. Right, left, swinging. Back he goes. The run, the jump, the pop, the stick. Are we going to see another flash? Out he goes. Now he needs to get this high heel. Goes for a toe. Interesting. And, oh, stretches up, but fairly simple. Fantastic from Ray. Ah, what a competition. I don't mind multiple tops. It's exciting stuff, isn't it? Out, Yurikusa will be out next. Let's watch that again. What a move from Ray. Easily into the centre of that. There he is. Ow. Yurikusa comes onto the stage, turns around to face this next climb. 2 flashes out of 2 at the moment. We're expecting another flash here. Come on. Needs to happen. And he's only got 2 zones at the moment, so he really needs this top. Currently sitting in 6th. Not quite. So, rocking back and forth. Another attempt at this. Pops left, catches it this time. Second go into the zone. That bumps him up the standings into 5th at the moment. Let's see how he works this out. Looks like he's thinking about going up. Yeah, with the right now. Inching up. Is he going with the left? Surely not. No, right all the way into that Hamish far right pinch. Not quite though. Two minutes 18. Out, pulls back on. Looks to the left, a run, a pop. Sliding down, unlucky. So 142. Can he make this catch work this time? No, not quite. Kicks his leg back, and it's a very unique running style of his. No real back and forth, just one giant kick back and then flinging yourself to the left. Ray running towards the zone, matches the zone, now gets a high foot up. Let's see if he can finish this time. Pressing. He might go for the Hamish position with that right hand right at the very top. Ideally, he'd like to get a little bit more underneath it. Sticks it this time. A lot of tops going down, and it's some strong performances from these athletes. He hit that one of the worst places you could hit it, right in the very end. Someone made it work. So that's the end of boulder number 3, final boulder time. Men's 4. Through the steepest section of this bouldering wall, up in an almost arête-like feature made even more overhanging by the use of big black and red volumes. That zone at the top of the black volume. Slightly scrunched up position to start with. Out to the pinch though. Not the greatest of crimps on that zone. Slopey top and can't quite make it work. Let's have a look at the leaderboard after that Boulder 4. So Hamish McArthur is leading the way on 3 tops, followed by Paul Jenft on 2 tops, 1 zone. Ray Kawamata in 3rd with 2 tops and 1 zone. Dayan Akhtar sitting in 5th at the moment. This is the move he fell on before. He's going with the right hand this time. Problem is, if you get up with the right hand, you're then going to have to somehow work out how to match that crimp. Not sure how that would work. Let's see. Takes a sip of water. Trying to figure it out now. There's a lot going on with this really 3D climb. .116 on the clock. Dayan coming close to the zone, not quite managing to make it stick at the moment. Big British support though for him. Up he comes again. Which method will he use? Left or right? Looks like he's setting up for a left. Up with the left. Oh, for a heartbeat then. It looked like he had it. And just peeled off at the last second. Here he goes again. Will he make it stick this time? Up with the left. No, 9 seconds won't be enough. Dayan's comp is done. That's a replay of this. So close, but no zone for Dayan. Right, Elliot. So Elliot, let's see what he can do. This awkward start, those 2 lines indicating limbs on the start, so 1 and 2 on each. Looking to get heels in here, but does actually, but comes off. Looks awkward that, doesn't it? Takes a second just to reassess this. That heel did look awkward, but for a second it looked like it was sticking. bumping his hands up. Let's see what happens here. Gets a toe hook in, out on the right, pressing his feet in. There's this crimp that Dayan couldn't quite lock in. Goes with the right, okay. Now what? Let's see. He's going to have to match it, surely. Root setters actually. So this is quite useful. I've literally got the root setters next to me. They reckon it is a match. Okay, so not with the left, with the match coming in and then going right. Okay, there we go. Confirmed. That's a brutal match. I just said it's brutal to the root setters, and they said, yes, sometimes, why not? That's excellent. Great problems. Very good. Awesome, awesome setting from these guys. All week, in fact, from everyone. Amazing setting. It's been fantastic to watch for everyone at home and for the athletes to climb on as well. Elliot locks in the toes. I think he's going to try the left this time, but can't make that stick either. This is a puzzler of a problem. 57 seconds to go. He will be the first on this. This is a strong crew of athletes that we've got out here today. Currently sitting in 6th. Toe hooks into the side pull, upgrades the feet. I think he's going to try, oh, I have no idea what he's going to try. Left this time, makes it stick. Breaking the beater. Oh, so close, reaches up. Elliot's done. Awesome to watch him. 6 seconds to go, and that is it for him. He'll leave. Right, Paul Jenft. Let's see what you can do. Let's watch a replay of that, though. He did stick it with the left. Look, stuck it. Dropped. Will count for the zone. Should do. And out. Oh, look, pretty close. He just lost that foot at the last second. Now, Paul Jenft is very tall, and that start is very scrunched. Scrunched is an official climbing term. I promise. Will it pose a problem? We'll find out in a couple of seconds. Route setters just having a look, pointing out that section which needs a clean. 3 of them on it now. It's the judges just having a little look. Not sure what's going on there. I think they're just maybe a bit of blood on the hold, possibly some blood. Let's watch this again. This was Dayan's performance. He almost got the zone, didn't quite though. Look, oh, catching and then peeling. Was from before. We just had Elliot Barnaby climbing. That's Dayan's run from first athlete out to that boulder. So Paul Jenft, let's see how he can deal with this. Gets himself all scrunched up underneath. Right, let's see what he can do now. Left or right? Really scrunched up underneath. Look at that body position, trying to make it work. Comes down on that one and have to reassess. Hands on hips. So Paul gives a little scrub to that boulder, cleaning it off. So Team France out in force, of course. Paul Jenft, the final French athlete out here tonight. Let's see what Paul can do. Allez, Paul. Not that time, Paul. One minute 37 on the clock. Real puzzler of a boulder, this one. Route setters, remember, intended it to be a match and moved to the right. Paul comes up with the right and locks it off, but he's going to have to make room for his left hand, though, unless he goes for the full jump. Why not? Okay, I've just been told that... Right, so the route setter is telling me that somehow he knew that would happen. That's fair enough. So Paul, he's read Paul's style, and he reckoned that Paul would go for that jump. So Paul has proved the route setters right so far. He's going to lock off that crimp and go for the big jump over. So that is a possible beater. Oh, I like this. There's multiple ways of doing this. And the route setters are just standing, watching, enjoying this spectacle as the climbers throw themselves at the problem. Let's see what Paul's going to do this time. Will he do the lock-off jump? I kind of want to see this happen. He is going to do it. Let's see. A big, huge jump coming up. Out! So close. Paul will call it a day, though. Unlucky, Paul Jenft. Good effort from him. So, 3 to come. Final 3 in this final. Hamish McArthur, let's see what he can do. Has he got anything left? He's given it a lot so far. Well, I try. Thing is, I have to get excited. So Hamish McArthur taps, pulls on. What's he going to do? Left. He does get the left and somehow makes that stick. So strong. How is he doing this? And now he needs to wrap himself around. Gets his feet up. Uncurls his body, getting closer and closer. Are we going to see a top? We are, from Hamish McArthur. What a performance. One armour at the end, why not? Huge cheer to the crowd. So 4 minutes to go. Hamish McArthur just absolutely smashed that boulder. Ray Kawamata is up next. Let's see what he can do. Paul Jenft up into second position after that performance, though. And Ray Kawamata could jump him here. So Ray Kawamata pulls on, slaps out to the right. Looks up, matches with the feet. Is he going to go left? He does. Strong from him. Out to the red volumes. Ray looking for a flash. This would be awesome if he can get this done. Let's see. Pressing up. And he does. Matches on the top. Two minutes left for him and he flashes, moves straight up into second position. Just leapfrogging Paul Jenft. Ray comes down, bows to the crowd. So here is out Yurikusa, out onto the stage. Final athlete competing here tonight. He still has a possibility to make a podium here. 3 minutes 38 on the clock. He eyes up the left hand. Let's see. Ah, it just pops down there. I think actually in fourth position he will stay there, even if she does top this. Yeah. All down to attempts at this stage. But Hamish McArthur will have won this competition. Up he bumps. Let's see now. Gets a toe locked in, standing up. Two minutes 16, clock counts down. This is the final 2 minutes, in fact, of this junior male final. And that is our leaderboard as it stands, and we think that's how it will stay. Hamish McArthur, Ray Kawamata, and Paul Jenft in the podium places. Up into the zone with the right hand, then matches. Matches again. Pressing out with the right foot. Comes in. Looking upwards, there's that black volume. Doesn't make it work. So, final minute here. Will it be enough time to make it work? Men's 4 in the junior males. Let's see. Out, Yurikusa. There's the bell. Looks up, composing himself, getting himself ready for this final push. Leaving nothing behind. You might as well leave it all on the mats at this stage. Goes with the right this time. Is he going to try the Paul Jenft style jump? No, he matches easily that time. Now presses in. A foot swap outright, sets himself up. I think he's going to go for the jump here. No, delicate padding underneath. And he's looking for that black volume, which he finds. Coordination, dyno, and a top in the last 10 seconds for Ao Yurikusa. 4th position for him. So, a top to finish things off here in Russia. And we will see now the flower ceremony. As we watch some replays at this moment. What a final that was. Entertaining set of boulders, challenging, different styles. Paul Jenft in 3rd position, Ray Kawamata in 2nd. And in 1st, Hamish McArthur will take victory. Strong performances from all those athletes. Hamish McArthur stands tall in the middle. And they exit the stage. So let's get confirmation of the results. Hamish McArthur with 4 tops out of 4 takes victory. Ray Kawamata in 2nd with 3 tops and 1 zone. Paul Jenft 3rd, 2 tops, 2 zones. Ao Yurikusa in 4th. Dayan in 5th. Elliot Barnaby in 6th position with 4 zones. Wow, what a finals that was. Enjoyed every second of that. And thank you for watching all day. It's been packed, a long series of competitions. So much climbing in one day. Really special to watch that. So as the athletes exit the stadium, we just watch some replays. And remember, we'll be back tomorrow at 10 AM for more live stream action. You can check all the results on the IFSC website. Thank you so much for joining us wherever you are in the world. And we will see you for another day of competing very, very soon. So we say goodbye to you as we watch some replays from the action. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a lovely night, and we will see you very soon.